Welcome back. It is time for the first triannual Whittleback's Humidor Tour. Today we're going to take a look at all of our singles. What we've got here is a New Air. I think this is the 1500. And all of our boxes are stored elsewhere. So we're going to pull each of these shelves and take a look at every single stick. If it takes forever, we're going to make this into a couple parts. We can quickly knock out this bottom shelf. We've got a Placencia Year of the Snake Culebra. We've got a box of the Cavalier Geneves 2022s. Got some Mala Suertes. Those are free from Secreto. Haven't tried those yet. And then a box of Ocean Breeze Lamperts. And then we've got some of our kind of old experiment sticks down there from other videos. Nothing special, so we're going to skip over that. Alright, quick side note. So I keep most of my boxes in these Tupper doors, and then I keep some of the nicer boxes in cooler doors. So we're not going to go through these in this video, because I've done videos on most of these. Alright, let's get started with shelf number 1. I ended up taking them out of the humidor, throwing them in these boxes so I could move them around. So let's start right here. And I'm going to do a little organizing as I go. I'm working on another video, so if you see me placing some sticks in different places, I'm just getting ready to show you guys some other stuff. All right, so let's start out strong. This is a Tatuaje Habaro number 2. Trying to get some light on there. Sun's kind of shining on my workspace, but we're not going to let it affect us. Next, we have the Placencia. This is the Alma del Fuego TAA exclusive. Delicious stick, second favorite Placencia by far. Let's see if there's any duplicates. We're just gonna skip them. So if you see me throwing a stick off to the side, that's why. This is a Tatuaje Gran Cajuno. A big old mother sucker. This thing's huge, delicious. One of my favorite sticks as I was getting started. And lately it's gotten kind of a soapy taste for me. So I don't know if it's those particular sticks or if, you know, my palate's changing. I'm not sure. There's another one of them. So we'll just set those aside, let them keep aging a little bit. So next we got a tin of Arturo Fuente Opus X Angel Share. Let's see, do I remember what size these are? Maybe the Toro? Not 100% sure, but those got a little bit of age on them, and we're just gonna let them keep kind of hanging out and age a little bit more for us. The other thing you guys will notice is as we go, you're going to see how terrible of a memory I have, because I'm not going to remember half the names of these sticks. This is the Tatuaje. This is the Wolfman from 2024. Big long stick with a shaggy foot, pepper bomb, especially if you retro it. Got another Habaro. This is a Tatuaje Reserva. This is the Limitada. I forgot the name of this one, but it's kind of like their Lancero, their Fat Lancero from last year. It's an okay stick. It's not bad. Not great. Not bad. Top 5 for sure. This is the Padron 50th. Excuse me. This is the Padron 50th. And this is the Natural. I definitely have some Maduros kicking around. Hopefully we run into those. Delicious stick. This is another Tatuaje Monster. I forget which one this one is. I want to say the Bride because it's white. Because I think the Tiff is more of a tan cream. I'm not 100% sure on that one. If anyone knows, throw it in the comments. This is an Iroa CBT. This is a triple Maduro. So the binder, filler, and wrapper is all Maduro. So it is a strong little sucker, but delicious. It's got lots of flavor. I got a lot of chocolate out of it, a lot of baking spice. Definitely a delicious stick worth looking into. All right, this one is the Los Station Deluxe. I'm not sure. I don't really remember this one. I bet it came in a trade. So maybe that's one that Martin Trucking sent me or something. Not sure on that one. Here we have another Tatuaje. This is their limited Capa Especial. This one I bought in 2022. If you see any stickers on my sticks, it's the year I bought them, not necessarily the year they came out. Well, it's got some writing on there. I'm not sure. All right, next we have the Tatuaje Drac Redux. Another old one. Those of you that know me know I'm kind of a consumer whore for Tatuaje and Plasencia. I usually buy a box of kind of whatever they put out. Speak of the devil, this is the Tiff. It's got kind of that darker wrapper on it. Got a Monte Cristo White Series. This was not this one, but this line was the third cigar I ever smoked. And it's what got me hooked because it was smooth. It doesn't have a lot of flavor. It's like a Connecticut of Connecticut's, but as far as, you know, a good intro stick, it's just what I needed at the time. I have no idea. Yeah, when people don't put any indicator on their bands, I'm just lost. I'm gonna guess Viaje on that one, just because it's got a Viaje vibe. This is the Tatuaje. This is the Taco de Cerdo. Forget the name on this one, but this is their Tuxtla version of the Loma de Cerdo. That's the name. This is their Loma de Cerdo Tuxtla. I got a couple of those. Set those aside. Next, we have a Tatuaje PCA. I think this is their 2023 stick. This one is really good. I really enjoyed that one. Another one of the Fat Lanceros. This is the Tatuaje Monster Michael. Got that black and tan band. This is a Tatuaje K222 Reserva Broadleaf. Another one, just like the Gran Cajonia, that was top of my list, one of the most delicious sticks as I was starting out, but it's got kind of soapy taste now. So I don't love them, so I'll let this one hang out. The other thing you'll notice, I know that Hugo was talking about it with the crew the other day, that really yellow cello isn't necessarily an indicator of taste. Like, you look at this one, I have some other K22s in here that are nowhere near as dark as that. And to me, that's a good thing, because if you're losing oils to your cello, it means you're losing flavor to your cello. And so it makes me happy to see that the ones that I'm aging have almost no color, which means all that juicy flavor staying in the sticks. All right, this is a Dunbarton Umbagog Bronze Back. We've got two sets. Let's see, were these of the La Unions? I haven't tried these ones yet. There we go. So we got two of my fathers, two for my fathers, two for Tatuajes. Haven't tried them yet. I need to break them out because I'm a fan of both of those brands. We have an Arturo Fuente. This is the Hemingway Signature. We have another Arturo Fuente. This is the Hemingway Classic in the Maduro. This is the Tatuaje Konu 2012. This is their Habano. Good stick. I like that one. We have a La Flor de las Antillas. I've really been crushing on the Maduro versions of these lately. Really good. Lots of flavor on them. Another one. I think it's a different size. Yep, same stick, just a little shorter. I got a Rocky Patel Decade. This was another one like the Monte Cristo that was super smooth starting out, but it doesn't really do it for me anymore. So we'll share that with someone, with a guest one day. Who makes the Norteño? Herrera Esteli by Drew Estate. This is their Norteño line. And I really liked, they had a special release that came out, I think last year, or maybe the year before. I think it was 2022, that was really good. This is a Freud Agape, a super smooth stick. And then last but not least, we have 2 Placencia Year of the Oxes. I know this is one of Peter's favorites. I really like it as well. Just a fun size. Placencia is always playing with their sizes, so I like it. All right, next box, we've got some more Year of the Oxes. We'll set that aside. Next one, we have an Arturo Fuente Rare Pink. This is the Sophisticated Hooker. I don't love these. They're not as good as some of the Opus line, but it's a fun kind of conversation starter at the lounge. I got a box. It's okay. No idea what this one. Oh, this is a Principal cigar. Call that the monkey one. We have an Ashton ESG. I'm pretty sure this is the 20-year salute. Yeah, 20-year salute. This one's delicious. I've had a lot of luck with these. Next is a big old boy. This is the Arturo Fuente Cañones MD Maduro. So Cañones Maduro. Man, I'm gonna need a whole Saturday to smoke that bad boy. We're gonna have some good aged extra viejo in here. So Arturo Fuente Añejo number 60 Maduros. I've got a couple of these that are going on a couple of years, which is exciting. One of my unicorns that I was able to pick up this past year, or rather this past month, thanks to Sean and Vlad. This is Davidoff here, the Tiger. It's got kind of that layering in there. We've got a Casa Fuente Lancero. We've got some Fortune Cookie. This is an Ezra Zion. You'll also know if you've watched the channel for some time that I'm terrible at remembering the Ezra Zion names, so there'll be a lot of that. This is the Padron 50th. This one's dark enough. I think this one might be the Maduro. If not, it's a natural. Still delicious. In fact, here, got the natural right there. I don't know. Those both might be naturals. Here we've got an Atabey. Also terrible with the names on these. With that band, it might be an Atabey Black. I'm not 100% sure. See, this is one of my Tatuaje K222 Reservas that's almost as old, but the cello's not nearly as dark. So I'm happy that I'm keeping all the flavor in my sticks. All right, we got another Sophisticated Hooker. We have a Viaje Zombie Antidote. These ones sell out super fast. I think I had to get this in an assortment. I haven't tried it yet. Another K222. These are the Fabrica 5 cigars that are touted as comparable to Cubans. I think I've tried both of them now and they were just okay, so we're gonna let these other ones sit around for a while. See if a little time can bring them a little more magic. Another Davidoff Tiger. Set those out of here. All right, we got a Liga Privada Feral Flying Pig. These ones really good. Lots of flavor packed into them. I don't know if it's technically a Maduro, but to me it's got that Maduro kind of packed flavor in it. We have these ones. Where's the third one? These ones I got from Tan de Man. And they're the Bigelow, Sancho de Angelis. I think there's a third one I'm missing of those. Also from Tan de Man, the Opus X Big B is a big boy. Thank you, Tan. I'm excited for that one. Also from Tan, a Don Carlos the Man. Get that in frame. Excited about those. Set those aside. We have a Don Carlos Shark. Delicious stick. A Julius Caesar Shark. a Diesel Whiskey Row. This is the Minuzara. I like it better than their other Whiskey Row line. Forget the name of it. We have, I think also from Tan, this is a Destino del Siglo. Gran Anniversario from Arturo Fuente. Super stoked about that one. That one's gonna be delicious. Now, my second favorite cigar of all time. This is the Fuente Opus X. This is the Double Robusto. And I'm trying to track down a box. If anyone knows where I can get a box, let me know. But those are stinking delicious. We have an extra Viejo. This is the shark version. There you go. And last but not least, well, maybe least, I haven't tried it, a Viaje question mark. I don't love Viaje, but I think I had to buy like a group of them to get the antidote, which is rare, so we'll see what happens there. All right, that's the end of that box. Now we got the big one. All right, so let's start with these tiny little ones. These are the Liga Privada T52, the little cigarillos. I don't know if they're technically called that. Oh, but they're just little T52s. I love the T52. I'm sure we'll run into some of those. Super sweet. You gotta do it fresh though. Here we have a Tatuaje Black Grand Toro. These are delicious. I need to pick up some more of those. Another Flor de las Antillas. Let's put that in frame so see it a little better. A Plasencia Almafuerte 602. We got a couple of those. In fact, these are I think these are the Nestor. Yeah, the Nestor 4. So we got a couple of those we'll pull and set aside. We got a 5-pack of the Amazon Basin Daggers. These are the little ones. Yeah, compare that to a normal cigar. Next we have a Cavalier. These are the Geneve's limited edition 2022s. These ones are awesome. These ones got a lot of butter. Glad I was able to pick some of those up. Let's see, we got 2 more of those. We've got another Almafuerte. This is the, what do they call this one? The Generation V. These are Solomon. And then a couple more of the Almafuego TAAs. Set those aside too. We have a My Father Connecticut. By far my favorite Connecticut stick. I really, really enjoy that one. Actually, this is the Flor de las Antillas Maduro. You can see it's got that darker wrapper on it. We have a Casa Cuba Florafina. Divine Inspiration. I think I've had a Casa Cuba. I'm not 100% sure though. We have a Don Carlos. He's the Presidente. Don Carlos line has always been good to me. 2 more of the bronze backs. Come on. There you go. We've got another Habaro 2. Another one of those. Another natural Padron 50th. Ooh, this is a good one. So this is, forget the name of it, the Room 101 Namakubi. I think this is the Ronfla. This is the 2022 version. Really like that one. Another one I'm not going to know the name of, but it's the one that looks like a stick of dynamite. Picked this one up in Vegas a couple years back, and they do release these fairly often. I see them, but I haven't tried that one, so I'm not sure what the deal is. We have a Alex Gleska cigar. Let's see, it doesn't have the name on it. We have another extra Viejo, another number 60 Maduro. We have one of the old Plasencia Reservas. This is the Reserva Organica. I think these are from like 2012. old, back when they could actually advertise as organic. This is a Viaje 15th anniversary. We've got another bronze back. We've got an Agnorsa Leaf Supreme Leaf. I think this is the one, Robusto. What year did they, that might have been the 2023 version. I know the Perfecto is my favorite size. Another Don Carlos Shark. We've got a Fuente Opus X Perfection 888. We have an aged Paul Garmirian. This one's from 2013. And these have a lot of aged tobacco flavor, but that's about it. There's not much else going for them after that many years of just sitting around. Umbagog, this is the Toro, and one of the Loma de Cerdos. Got another Connecticut, my father. Another Ezra Zion Fortune Cookie. Couple, actually just one Don Carlos. I think that's the Presidente again. And then is this a Hemingway? Yep, Hemingway signature. Both so good cigars. We've got a Liga Privada 10th anniversary. These ones are good. It's got some weight to it. It's a nice, thick, heavy pack cigar. We have a Andalusian Bull. This is the Golden Bull, the NFC version. We have a Tatuaje. I think this is the Escasos. Yep. I don't remember having an opinion on those. We have a Sencillo Edition Limitada Donley 2023. Another Fortune Cookie. We have a My Father Le Bijou. Me and the Cud like to give each other crap for this one, but this was, I think my first box purchase was a box of Le Bijou. And early on in my cigar game, it was really good because it kind of had that chocolate packed into it. Now they're not so good, but back in the day, they were delicious. Another Paul Garmirian aged. These one is from 2005. We've got the, what brand is that? The Avo Synchro 10th. Haven't tried that one yet. Another Paul Garmirian. This one is 2005. Another Alex Glez. Man, I need to set some of these aside and actually try them. There's just so many. Oh, here's the other one from Tandeman. All right, we have an LFD. This is the football. I think this is the 2025 version. Yep. Nola from 2025. So we'll save that for the Super Bowl. I buy one of these every year for the next year's Super Bowl. We've got a couple of the unbanded cigars that I missed. Don't tell Peter. We have an Arturo Fuentes Super Bellicoso. This is the Opus X. We have a Mi Querida Black. This is the Papa Saka. A little bit of age on that one. In fact, a lot of these got age. And you can probably tell just kind of by necessity, because I've got a couple of cigars. These are the Plasencia Reservas 1898s. Mixed, I've got a mixed experience with those. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're meh. They're rare because they're event-only cigars for the U.S. So most of the time you just gotta buy them either international or get them thrown in with other sticks you buy. A Paladin de Saka. This is a Dunbarton stick. One of their smoothest cigars by far. I love that one. Here's one of the T52s. One of my favorites. So sweet. Love that one. A Crowned Heads Las Calaveras. I think this is the 2023 version. Cavalier Geneves. We have a Bishop's Blend. Man, I forgot the name of the company that does that though. I like this one. It's got a lot of pepper for me, but I've had good luck with it. Another 1898, another bronze back. We've got another one of the Opus X Big Bs. Got an Atabey. The Atabey sizes are funky for me. Looks like this is the Mysticos. Love me some Atabey tobacco. I like a lot of the selected tobacco stuff. Another Alex Glez. Another Humidor Tour. Pull the two long ones out. So we've got a God of Fire Anniversario 2020, and then an Arturo Fuente is the Hemingway Untold Story. A couple of big sticks. Two more of the Paul Grammarians. We've got the 2003 and the 2005. Guess I better put those in frame. Another one of the Plasencia Fortes. We have a Padron 45 year. I'm stoked about that one. Another unbanded stick. We've got a Viaje Mrs. Hatchet. I haven't tried that one. It was just kind of rare to get your hands on. And then we've got two Plasencia Year of the Tigers. My favorite cigar by far. So those are stinking delicious. I think they are finally extinct from shelves. In Humidor Tour, we have a Tatuaje. This is the Face Red X3. This is probably my third favorite cigar. And this one's got a little bit of a closed foot. Delicious, delicious. Another one of the Andalusian Bull Golden Bulls. A Flor de las Antillas Maduro. Big boy, Mi Querida. Oh, this is another one of the promo cigars from Secreto. Forget the name on that one. The big boy, it's okay. I don't know much about it. And then another Paul Grammarian. This is his 2011. His Solomon. Like I said, all those kind of have some good aged tobacco flavor, but that's kind of all they have. And then last for this shelf, we have a Plasencia Almo de Cielo. Their new one for this year. These ones got a lot of floral for me. I'm hoping that a little bit of time is going to kind of help those mellow out. Well, I think we're going to call it for part one because we're getting kind of a lengthy video, especially for this channel. So be sure to subscribe if you guys want to see the next couple of shelves. Shout out to all our friends from the CUD, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Do, 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 do.